My name's Gerry Killeen. I've been here in Tanzania for 11 years. I'm a mosquito biologist and a malaria transmission and control specialist. I've trained maybe three dozen postgraduate students at the master's and PhD level. Kenyans, Tanzanians, even a few Europeans and Americans thrown in for good measure. And I have to say, coming here today has blown my mind. The raw, instinctive talent that some of these kids have. It's not just confidence and preparation, it's just raw, natural appetite for the questions, an instinctive feel for experimental design, often using very simple materials that are available to them. You know, often observationally, you know, when they weren't able to record, it's seeing science at its purest, in its instinctive form, before we take all the fun out of it, you know, at the higher levels. And it's just been a total pleasure. And I'll tell you this much, I'm going straight back from this to put a hell of a lot of pressure on our postgraduate students, because some of these secondary school kids, you know, could compete with them if we were re-offering those scholarships and fellowships. So I often think that I do some pretty hard-nosed science in hard-nosed, you know, environments physically, you know, and institutionally, and all these kind of things. And then you see some of the things that these kids have done with no resources. A lot of them, you know, coming from families that don't have many resources, and they're so happy and proud of themselves, and they've done great stuff. And it really, it's put a lot of energy back into me. This is fun. This is fun, and it's how we all got into science. It's just because we love it. It's got nothing to do with multi-million-dollar grants or donors or spelling corrections on theses. It's all about the raw enthusiasm that drives the whole process. And I think we're all obliged to make sure that this kind of thing continues, and that the career progression for some of these young ladies and gentlemen is there. That's how I spent most of my time in East Africa, and I just think some of these guys, we've got to make sure from today that the runway is laid out, and if the runway is long enough, they'll take off at the end. And we should be nice to them, because I think some of these people are going to be the minister for something someday, and they'll be our bosses. So this is great.